Hey guys, Cherokee, I'm back in a video, and today we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. This Monday Night Raw was held in Atlanta, Georgia, which was a tribute show for AJ Styles. Now, I didn't know what a tribute show was going to kind of be, but they just sprinkled some highlights from AJ Styles' career in WWE, and then at the end of the night, we had the main event set for him, which was pretty cool, especially because, man, he was on a retirement tour all along. But Gunther started it off, which that is what really was like, okay, bruh, that was like kind of set it off, in my opinion, because he was the one who retired AJ Styles. And you can't just have a guy who retired AJ Styles be there the whole time. Like, you can't. You kind of had to get it out the way. You had to get it out the way and kind of explain, like, all right, this ain't your time. But I'm going to be, and then also kind of react to what happened. But I will say this. I think that they need to figure something out with Gunther. Maybe he's the one who's going to accept what's his face's challenge. Who knows? The Vision came out, which now looking at it, be now knowing what we know with the original Vision members being injured, it's kind of upsetting. The Vision came out because Bronson Reed had a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber, and during the match, Bronson Reed ended up getting injured. It was a match between Jey Uso and El Grande Americano OG Chad Gable. Which I thought that I wouldn't lie. I originally thought that Jey Uso was gonna win. Apparently, that was not in the plans for Jey Uso to win because, dude, I don't know. Maybe they wanted something different because looking at an Elimination Chamber, there's only one heel. Maybe they wanted to switch it up, add another heel to the match, which makes 100%. It makes sense 100%. But instead of that, we have Jey Uso, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh, we're not trying to see him run it back on top of Elimination Chamber." But imagine how it is for people that actually are there and experiencing the whole show, because WWE Live and WWE show is two different things. Because if you have kind of a show that you see at home and you were like, okay, I'm not really rocking with this, you're gonna rock with it in person. Like, the energy is crazy in person. So I know that a lot of people are excited whenever they see Jey Uso, even if they don't think he's the best wrestler ever, even if they don't even really like him like that. Whenever his song comes on and he starts eating, it's like the energy is, you can't even explain it. The energy is there. You have to go along with it, even if you don't want to go along with it. I didn't necessarily see myself eating, even though I'm a Jey Uso fan. I was eating. Okay, you have to eat. You do. I know a lot of people are like, I hate Jey Uso. I hate Jey Uso. He's good at this wrestling thing. He gets the crowd going. So seeing him at Elimination Chamber was not a surprise at all. But I hope for the best when it comes to Bronson Reed, because injuries are no joke, and I think that's what's most important, the health. I don't really care about storylines. Genuinely, the storylines with the Division already needed to take a break for a very long time. Break or end. So I guess we're gonna go with break, not end. Fine. Maxine Dupree versus Nettie. A lot of people are having think pieces about this for Maxine's character or whatever. I really don't. That means nothing. They built up Maxine's character very well. It's like, you gotta see what things are for what they are. What I have an issue with, and I know I'm the one with the gripe. I'm the only one with the gripe. I understand that. My issue with the way the Maxine and Naomi, I miss Naomi so much, guys. I miss her so much. I hope she's doing well. My issue with the Maxine and Natty fight is that I want to see a little bit more aggression from Natty. And I want to see that aggression in a pin. I'm just not a fan of these countouts or these wins by this, and that. I need a win by pinfall. because I just don't see how with the character Natty had on the indies and all that, her work outside of WWE, that Natty, Bloodsport Natty, that ugh, that the aggression of Natty, I need that to kind of transition in a very smooth way, and how that would transition is for her to pin Maxine. Not only pin her, but beat her so bad. They're like, wait, do you want to continue this Maxine? Yes, I got to continue. And then Natty is over here beating her up, pinning her. That's what I want to see. I wouldn't see one of those matches where you gain your respect for Maxine, but you become very fearful of Natty. That's what I want to see. And I understand, maybe that wasn't the night for it. Maybe that's in the books, but I have to see that match. I have to see it before they end this whole Maxine thing. And I don't want Maxine to get any dubs over Natty. I don't. I'm sorry. This early in the stage of this character transitioning into WWE, we don't need to see Maxine win at all. To be honest, this is the moment where you could fully give Natty the things that she's been deserving and waiting for. This is where you can have her build herself all the way up. And then she gets the IC championship. Maybe she's a contender for the women's world title. Like, those are the things that I could see from this character. But I understand, I might be the only one. It's just, I don't know. I need something different. I just need something different. I do. Now they had Obafemi in the back with what's his face? I forget. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for Rusev, because I need Oba to beat that. That's gonna give us our respect. That's just gonna give our respect as he gets one on Rusev. Gets one on Rusev. Then he goes to beat Brock Lesnar, because since Brock Lesnar wants to be a challenger, since he wants to have an open challenge for WrestleMania. And then they're even, like, Paul Heyman, he masterclass of a promo talking about, hey, bro. But I didn't believe it. The masterclass of a promo talking about, hey, this is going to be the main event, overall main events. This is going to be the main event that is not the main event. That should be the main event. Because who's really caring about titles? When he said that, I was like, we got Punk and Roman in that main event. You really... It's 2026. It's 2026, okay? But neither here nor there. The moment the whole crowd understood the assignment by chanting Oba's name, even though I kind of don't even need to see that match. I don't, like, my thing with Brock Lesnar is kind of unnecessary. Kind of pretty unnecessary. It is pretty unnecessary. So I don't really want him to have a match at all. But if he was going to have a match, Obafemi, and the crowd understood that, that is the moment where WWE should have pivoted on whatever the build they was going to do, and had Obafemi go out there, because he was there. That's when you have Obafemi go out there, and because he basically called all them punks in the back. He called them punks. He said none of y'all are man enough to come up and like, those are things where you gotta just go off on whim. But that's just my opinion. I don't run a show, though. I don't run a show. So there's that. No experience. Kofi kick New Day. Actually, New Day with Grayson Waller, Javon Evans, and Offset. That was a backstage promo that I very much enjoyed. Very beautiful, honestly, very beautiful. But Kofi Kingston versus Javon Evans. This is the match right here where you're like, okay, this is the match. This is the match. Because this right here will be a match. I know that had to be a moment for Javon. Because I grew up watching Kofi Kingston. So I know Javon Evans grew up watching Kofi Kingston. And Kofi was mad over. He was mad over. People that didn't even watch WWE knew Kofi Kingston. My age group. So I know that had to be a moment for him. And it did not lack at all. That was I could see a very long, gruesome match with those two. Not gruesome. Long and not tedious. I could see a long match between those two. But that was a Raw match, and it was a fire match. Because I know that there's comparisons with Javon Evans and Kofi, even though like they both high flyers and black. But like, I needed that match, and I didn't even think about it. I hadn't even thought about it like that. But I needed that match. That match soothed my soul in a different way that I did not expect happening. And I hope they don't go through no injury angle with Javon Evans, because they said, hey, he didn't hurt that's gonna come back on Elimination. I hope they don't come back on Elimination Chamber. But seeing that match healed something within me, and I truly enjoyed it. Javon Evans continues to freaking shock the whole crowd. Shock me. I knew he has things in him, but I'm like, oh shoot, you done it. What? Like, those are the moments where Raw desperately needed Javon Evans. That's one of the things I wrote about on my blog. So check that out. But Javon Evans is 100% a star. Kofi Kingston basically approved him in that moment. So I'm here for it. I'm here for everything else they have going on. Now, that box. First off, it's taken off. If that box is something stupid, send it back to shipper. Okay, that box better be, I don't know, it better be some fire. It better be I have no idea what it could be. Y'all let me know what y'all think that box is, because I am very intrigued, quite intrigued. But Judgment Day shenanigans, let's talk about it. Liv Morgan picks Stephanie Vaquer after having Jade Cargill come out. She was over here trying to do a double whammy, but we all knew. We all knew, because what Stephanie said last week, there's no way I'm letting that's no way I would let that slide. So I know Liv wouldn't let that slide. And I'm excited, because I don't necessarily want Liv to be champion, but this right here, I just feel as if it might bring something out. Because now I see how Raquel and Dom, they might have their own things going on, to the point where we gotta see just Liv out there. And I want to see that. It's been a long time. But not only that, but Raquel Rodriguez goes forward in Elimination Chamber after beating Io and Kyrie. This match it wasn't unexpected, but I will say that I think that Raquel needed that. She needed that, because there's these Judgment Day moments, you gonna have to have something on your resume. Cause I don't know, we always go through this part throughout the year where we're thinking like, hey, Judgment Day is gonna end. Hey, Judgment Day is meaning its end, and it does not mean its end. But I think that we might be coming out to the end of the race, end of the road. You know, they had Finn Balor over here something to Dom, like, hey, you need to grow up. I'm over here getting my life together from the greatest match of my life. You over here asking me to be on your sidekick? No. Now, JD, he come back to the house burning on fire. I feel bad for dude. I don't know. He might choose Finn Balor's side, might be on his side, but the end of the Judgment Day needs to occur in 2026. We don't need to wait. We don't need to build it back up. It needs to die. It does. It needs to end. Respectfully. It does. Now, CM Punk had his little response to Finn Balor, but not only a response to Finn Balor, he over here called Roman Reigns out for not being there. And the Atlanta crowd was not feeling that. He said, wait, I know you're not booing me. Boo him. He said, wait. I'm sorry. Because in my opinion, like, I know WWE crowds, they're not falling for the promos bashing Roman Reigns now. They're just not. So when he was over here like, you know, Roman could be here, but he's not. It's not rooted in reality. They did not feel that. And it was not a boo like he not here, because we all knew he wasn't going to be here. They booed you, Punk, because you tried it. You tried it, and then you call him we all know he's a part-timer. Gosh. Like, when are we going to get to the end of the whole bringing up the fact Roman ain't there? Because he be there when he there. He be there when he there. Let him be there when he's there. Like, I'm not upset about a man that's part-time. That's the dream of every American. Be part-time and getting his money. That's not even the dream of any American. That's the dream of any working person. I take that contract in a second. Like, but neither here nor there. Then AJ Styles come out, has heartwarming words, because at the end of the day, I didn't expect my heart to get ripped out twice when it came to AJ Styles, but it did. It was very heartwarming to see to see all the people, not all the people, but see a lot of the people within AJ Styles' career and his family. And then Undertaker comes out. I was confused at first, but then I said, oh, they doing my boy well. They giving him a proper send off by adding him into the WWE Hall of Fame. This Hall of Fame is crazy because I like the Bella Twins. I thought they were retired. But they were. I thought they were retired. It didn't hit as much actually, but like their retirement, sure they were retired, but I always had a feeling they would come back. With AJ Styles, I don't know. I genuinely don't know if he's gonna come back. I kind of think he's not, because he said, I got to put my gloves down here. I'm a man of my word. I'm done. So I don't know, especially with John Cena being done. I know John's done. He got other things he could do. But like, this is an era where we see in a lot of people we grew up on. I grew up on. I'm, I'm not trying to make old jokes to some of you guys. I'm not, but I grew up on I grew up on AJ Styles, and now he's retiring. That makes me feel old. Like, goodness gracious. But it's really cool to just see him be able to receive his flowers, and for it to not be like, hey, you injured, so you have to go. I love this now different approach to retirement. And I appreciate AJ Styles for his career, because we had some good matches, bangers. But you guys, let me know how you guys feel about everything that happened on Raw, how you guys are feeling about the Elimination Chambers being set and done. Who do you guys think is going to win? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.